This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1006. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, and welcome. This is a show that I answer someone's question on. It's a question about why do they keep asking me questions that's on the resume? And there's a logical answer for it, and I go into it on this show. Hope you find this helpful. Hope you give it 5 stars in iTunes or Stitcher. It helps other people discover the show. And if we're not connected on Facebook, don't forget to connect with me there. Facebook.com/No BS Coaching Advice. You'll get notices whenever I put out new information on Facebook. And you can also follow the Big Game Hunter Incorporated. I do the same thing over there, whichever you prefer. And in the meantime, let's get going, okay? So why do online applications ask you to fill in particular fields? Why do they ask you questions when your resume already has all the answers? Well, it starts off with the fact that employers, particularly large ones, but actually almost any employer, has government reporting requirements in order to ensure that they don't conduct themselves in a discriminatory way. It's not as though there's going to be anything personalized about this, but if the statistics show that they interview, I'm just picking numbers at random, 100 people from a diverse population, from a non-white male population, and 100 people are rejected, the government has the opportunity to say, that's interesting. Let's go explore more deeply. So government requires, at least in the U.S., that firms maintain certain types of data. Now, let's go beyond that. When you upload a resume, and the system attempts to parse it, your resume may not be in a format or in a type font that's easily readable by the system. I want you to catch that one again. This is your part in the equation. It may not be easily readable or in a type font that is parsable by their system. Okay? So recognize that you then have to fill in certain fields. So whether it's name and address fields that the system just isn't able to read, or your email address, they have the system has a concern. Now, some applicant tracking systems are asking things like the county in which you live. God knows why they need this information. When so many systems are set up where it's searchable within a particular radius of a zip code. But some are ridiculous and they ask for the county. I think a moron designed the form and forgot that people are human beings and not just sheep. That one has nothing to do with government reporting. But the real reasons is, number one, the system, your resume wasn't readable. Number two is they may be asking for ridiculous things, like the example of the county, which isn't going to be anywhere in your resume. Number three is, and I think this is a valid one, so many people these days are not including addresses let's start with addresses. So there's no city, state, or zip code information on a resume. So there's just a name, an email address, and a phone number. So if a person is doing a search in their applicant tracking system for someone with a particular background, they're never going to find you. Without that city, state, zip code field, without a phone number or mobile number, because remember, phone numbers, area codes don't necessarily correlate to where you live. How do they find you? So it's very possible that, because again, the question doesn't include this, that your lack of an address is causing the system to request this information so they can find you again.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year. Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.